Taylor Swift has been in some scary situations recently as she's been in New York City in between shows and in and out of the studio. And with a lot of hype around her right now, it seems like more and more people are trying to catch a glimpse of her. Some fans of Taylor Swift are going to the absolute extreme to see the pop star. And I say fans really lightly because it's obviously not everyone that is like this, and some will argue that you aren't a true fan if you can't have any respect for her. But these people who claim to be fans have been waiting outside of wherever Taylor has been recently in New York, and it seems like it's just gotten to a crazier place than ever before. Obviously, it's nothing new that a celebrity is being surrounded by paparazzi and fans, especially when we're talking about Taylor Swift. People have waited outside of Taylor's home before, and that's not anything that's new necessarily, but I have truly never seen it like this, where people are waiting next to her garage door, going up to her car window, flashing their cameras, trying to get, a glimpse of her face inside of the vehicle. And these crowds outside of her home and studio are just massive, like bigger than I've really ever seen before. And it's such a crazy situation that it has been circulating online so much, and it's become a really big conversation of people talking about the great lengths that people are going to see her. And it's honestly just so messed up in my mind. And a lot of people have been talking about it, like I said, because videos from this past weekend especially are just crazy. Multiple people are showing off the ways that they have stalked and harassed her at her home and studio. And it's just kind of weird because people are posting it and it's like they're proud of what they're doing and don't think that there's anything wrong with it. And they're like, I waited this many hours to see her, and look at this video I got of her, and she looks freaking scared in these videos. And I'm just like, I don't understand how people can be proud that they got that video.
Sorry. Ella. Oh my God. Ella. Oh my God. Taylor, please come here. Come on, please. Meu Deus, ela.
Watch out, please, watch out.
Meu Deus, ela.
Watch out, please, watch out. Just give us some room, please.
I don't know what these people are talking about. Please, Taylor, come here. She's not going to greet you when you are stalking her at her house. What? But people have followed her car all the way home from places just to try and see her, and it really is just such a mess. And this is something that has been talked about a bit in her Miss Americana documentary on Netflix, where she walks outside of her apartment in New York City and she gets into the car and she says, "So this is my front yard, and I'm highly aware of the fact that that is not normal." So this is something that Taylor has addressed before, and that's not her saying, "I love that, that's my front yard." It's clearly something that makes her uncomfortable and doesn't make her feel like a normal person. Obviously, she's a celebrity. It's a little hard to feel quite normal, but that's just something that I don't think anybody would like. It's just so invasive. But other fans have reacted to all of this that has been going on online, saying, "Believe me, I love Taylor with all of my heart, but waiting outside her studio, her home, anywhere is just an invasion of privacy. This is not normal. Do not call yourself a fan. At this point, you're stalking. This is psycho behavior. I'm sorry. No real fan would be doing this. A real fan would respect her and not chase down her car while yelling out for her. Don't wait outside of her home. Don't wait outside of her house. That is not what a fan does. WTF, as if stalking her at the studio wasn't sick enough, they followed her to her home. This is so gross. You don't think she's a human being? She looked so scared and overwhelmed. Y'all need therapy. If you waited for Taylor outside of her home or the studio, I hope you know you're the type of fan that scares her and she's never going to interact with you in that setting, so what is the point?" And that's kind of also the other thing. I think these people genuinely just want to see her, but as she's coming out, sometimes people want a picture with her and things like that. And I just feel like in that environment, there's no way she's stopping to take a picture with you. especially not at her home, because if she takes a picture with somebody at her home, then that sends a message to other people. I'm going to take pictures with people outside of my home, and more people are going to go to her home. So there's no way she would ever stop and take a picture with someone outside of her home. Like, she does not like that being her front yard, and this is the behavior that is coming to her front yard. But this stuff doesn't only affect Taylor, because I know that there's people out there who have said this is what, you know, you sign up for when you're a celebrity, and some people just have that mentality of like, I don't feel bad for celebrities. But this is New York City of all places that she's living, and she's living in an apartment, and her studio is in a shared building as well. So there's people who are also experiencing this as their front yards, not just her. And I'm pretty positive that these people did not sign up to be experiencing all of this. Someone posted, Taylor Swift is my neighbor. And I believe that this is in front of the studio, but this is unbelievable. Like, this is unbelievable. This isn't even the biggest crowd that I've seen. This is a rather small crowd that I've seen, which is crazy and scary. But the fact that they aren't even just in front of like Taylor's home, like this is other people's places of living. That is quite sad. It's quite sad. And people were telling this person to move because this seems dangerous and all that. But I mean, to tell someone to move when they aren't even like the issue is definitely ridiculous. It's definitely other people that need to get the memo that this is not okay behavior to be waiting outside of somebody's home. Like, seriously, if this was your home and there was a bunch of people waiting outside of it, I'm sure these people would freak out and call the police and have a total fit over it. But I think it's absolutely wild how there's videos and there's pictures of her like kind of showing up at the studio and like nobody is around. Like, someone just randomly was like, oh my God, I saw Taylor like walking into the studio as they're like on their way to work, and they take a picture. And then suddenly by the end of the day, when she's like leaving the studio, there are so many people, like hundreds of people waiting outside of the studio because they saw she was there on Twitter. The amount of people that will drop everything and flock to stalk her, because that's pretty much what happened last week. Like, nobody was around, and then one person saw her and everyone came. And some online don't think waiting outside of the studio is as bad, but these huge crowds and the fact that there's other people, normal people that live in these buildings, it's scary. And I would say that if these fans were younger, they might just like not understand or grasp personal space and respect. But these people who have posted her post on their real accounts, and a lot of them are grown. They are grown-ups. And they aren't just teenagers. So I don't really know what's going through their mind, but they are getting judged for sure. And some of them do seem young. Like, there's a recent video of Taylor leaving the studio, and there's these girls screaming, you guys, screaming at the top of their lungs like they are being hurt or something. Like, they do seem on the younger side, but the internet is not taking any excuses when it comes to this behavior.
Taylor!
Like, same. What the heck? A lot of people who have posted seeing Taylor have gone private on their accounts or deleted their accounts entirely because people are going after them for going after Taylor. And now it is a huge feud between the fans. I also think that there's just a lot more people flocking to see her this past week, because that's when a lot of these videos came out, was this past week. And I think the biggest reason is because she's doing a show in New Jersey, and people could have gone to do a little New York City trip before the show. And once those shows are done, people who flew out will probably go home and things will hopefully chill out when she is back in New York City, because I swear things have not been this insane before. But hopefully people will learn from this and see how horrible it is to be stalked in this way, and you know that posting these videos online will not get you anything, you know, nice. Like, people are going to run you off the internet basically. And also just realize from everybody that has commented that this is super invasive and it's just super freaking wrong. But I want to know what you guys think about all of these videos that have come out from all of this and these fans that are stalking her. And if you guys have noticed that it's been crazier than ever recently, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.
out.